with the ball. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. It's Nene, high post, pass to Howard. Back to Nene. Now Camby. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Satterfield. They could use a bucket. And again, Denver no good.
Poor execution. That was not how they drew up that.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
Nuggets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Satterfield. Five on the clock. And it's denied.
Way to stay connected defensively. Don't allow him to get that shot up.
Here's the kid, and that one is stuck right through.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
Here's Satterfield after the basket by Minnesota. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett. Garnett's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's Satterfield. Back to Howard. Now here's Camby. Here's Satterfield. It's deflected.
Oh, that's tremendous anticipation, timing the block perfectly.
Minnesota's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Here's Satterfield. Here's Daniels. And it's blocked. Here's the Wizard. Garnett, right side. And the basket is good. Garnett's got 10 points in the quarter.
Just putting on the hard hat and going to work. Getting buckets is what KG does.
Here's Satterfield. Nene outside. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here to halt the run. It's rebounded by Kevin Garnett.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here is Daniels. Pass to Campbell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get it. Chance at the line.
Third personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Nuggets have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate.
Oh, goodness! That was special.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Howard. Hasn't made one yet. 6 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Looking to get it going. And another miss by Denver.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
He treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here is Whitney. Pass to Campbell. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's the Wizard. And the three ball is good. The Wizards got 21.
He is giving them all he can offensively, really playing with a lot of heart out there.
Whitney with it. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Chris Whitney at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 26 seconds left here in the second. Here's the Wizard. And another three for Minnesota. 19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now Whitney. Pass to Howard. Whitney up top. He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Minnesota holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things... will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizard.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Now here's Howard, still without a basket. Garnett with the steal. And here they come. Over to the left wing. And again, another assist.
And that last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. How about the night he's having?
He's been on time and pinpoint with his passing all game long. Fantastic performance to tie the franchise record. Pass to Howard. Over Garnett. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And another assist.
And sure enough, he just set the single-game franchise record for assists.
Showing that vision both to find his teammates and to reach new heights. And here is Howard. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Out left to the wing. From about 19 feet. Whitney misses. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. The Wizard passes to the kid. Takes the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Here's Whitney. Screen by Howard. To the paint. Pass to Bowen. They need this. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. The Professor's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's the kid. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. The kid's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Timberwolves. Nuggets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Whitney. Back to Howard. The rebound by Garnett. Garnett's got 11 rebounds in the game. The Wizard passes to Garnett. Puts up a 3. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here is Whitney. From deep three-point territory. And again, Denver no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Garnett outside. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Whitney with him. Pass to Posey. Now here's Howard. Can they get it? And Mr. Clutch pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's the Professor. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Whitney. It's stolen by Garnett. And again, it's Minnesota converted. And in a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Playing with aggression, close in on that one.
For Denver, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
Juwan Howard, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Howard hits them both. For Minnesota, they've gone an unbelievable 8 of 8 shooting since halftime. Must have been some kind of pep talk in that locker room. Here's the professor. He's got 21. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here we go, one-on-one. Here's the Wizard. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Satterfield. Now, here's Howard. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Satterfield. Fires for 3. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Amazing how many different guys can throw it down in this league.
Here's Satterfield. Here's Campbell. High post, Howard. Pass to Satterfield. Howard kicks to Posey. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Bowen. No good again that time. Here's the Wizard. He's got 26.
Some theatrics above the rim there. That'll infuse the entire team with energy.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Here's Satterfield. Pass to Howard. Clock at 6. Over Garnett. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Here's the kid. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
And Denver has possession, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Screen by Howard. Here's Posey. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Known as a defensive specialist, Posey is also a capable scorer when given the opportunity.
For Denver, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line. The first one falls for the Nuggets. Chris Anderson is checked in for Camby. Nene comes in for Juwan Howard. And Daniels subbed in for Bowen. Both shots good from the stripe. Minnesota with the ball. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. The Wizard, good.
Really smooth stroke from out there. He's dialed in.
Denver's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Satterfield.
He's putting on a clinic in team basketball, and the fans showing their love.
He's tallied the most assists in a single game in team history. Here's the Wizard. He has 29. Launches a three. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Here's Satterfield. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, here's Nene. Minnesota with the rebound. Garnett's got rebound number 13 with that last one. From past the arc. And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Now Daniels. Looking to end the run, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Team foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the Nuggets making a change here. Singleton's checked in. And he makes the first but misses the second.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Here's the professor. 26 points for him. Good! Another from three.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in. And so it's Minnesota with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. And with as many three-pointers as they bring. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's the Wizard. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls. The Wizards got 13 points here in the second half alone. Here's Satterfield. Outside Hardaway. There's the pick. 6 to shoot, and it's blocked. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that.
Blunt, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Daniels comes in for Hardaway. Four on the shot clock. Daniels passes to Anderson. No good on the three.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to
connects again from distance.
What a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Garnett with the block.
An infinite reach, it seems. The wingspan of Garnett is just amazing.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Such great timing, defensive awareness too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. 5 to shoot. Here's Satterfield. And another miss by Denver. Three-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And when the ball is in his hands, you just feel like it's going in.
Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Anderson outside. Nene, the screen. Anderson dishes to Nene. Here's Satterfield. They can't stop the run with that one. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth. Another possession, another assist.
And the passing display just doesn't end. Tally up another assist for him.
That one will put him tied for third in the all-time assist list. One of the best games I've ever seen.
An incredible 28 assists for him, and he has splashed his name right in the middle of some totals of other legends. Names like Stockton and Cousy, just to pick a few.
Minnesota's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. The Wizard passes to Garnett. They get it again. This one for 3. And again, And another assist.
And this is a passing display that will be dissected for years after this one.
Well, the dimes keep piling up, Greg, and now he is tied for second most in assists. What a floor leader.
Standing even with Kevin Porter's total of 29 from back in 1978. Amazing.
One passes to Daniels. Here's Satterfield. The Nuggets with another miss. Now the Timberwolves with it. Good momentum, 14 straight points. Here's Garnett. Good, another from three.
He's scorching hot, another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Satterfield. That one wide left. Timberwolves have gotten it done so far from the field here in the... And another assist.
I am just speechless here. He has now tied the record for most assists in a game.
Easily a transcendent game for him and his team. G8, he keeps setting up his teammates, and they keep knocking him down.
And it's just a mind-boggling number. 30 assists for him, and he has equaled the mark set by Scott Skiles back in 1990. 30 assists is more than most teams get in a game.
The Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous, another possession, another assist.
There it is. Move over, everyone, as there is a new assist team.
He has been magnificent, GA, all game with his playmaking, and now the record is his alone.
And to think the high mark of 30 assists set by Skiles has been bested here tonight. This has been a phenomenal game.
Going with a whole new group. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And here's Camby, high post, Howard. Here's Bowen. Pass to Posey. And here's Camby. That's tipped. Here's the Wizard. To the inside. Here's the Professor. And he banks in the layup. The Professor's got 6 in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Pass to Posey. To end the drought. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean,
2 shots.
you got to play without fouling.
And he makes the first. He doesn't get the second one. So it's the Timberwolves now. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah!
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Whitney with it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Now here's Howard. Posey up top. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Ball stolen.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Garnett capping off the break nicely. They're always in the right place.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Now Whitney. Pass to Posey. 4 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Number 22. Fourth personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Nuggets, James Posey. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. Here's the Wizard. Power down with both hands.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And here is Whitney. Pass to Posey. Whitney with it. Shot clock at 6. And again, Denver no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And stolen by Posey. 4-on-3 break. Pass to Bowen. To the right side. Clock at 4. Canby kicks to Posey. Launches it from deep. Bowen's shot is off. Minnesota with the ball. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Team foul. Two minutes remaining.
Howard, the pass to Bowen. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says, we're not giving up this lead.
We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Whitney.
Outstanding contest on that shot. Great work defensively.
The Nuggets with another miss. And got it! Another basket.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Pass to Posey. Here's Whitman. To stop the drought. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total match and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning from the player.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Wizards.
From a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. Posey covering.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. And it's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Orlando Magic. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. This season is only just barely underway, Clark. Think we're off to a promising start?
I do, Kevin. I mean, it's always fun this time of year as teams work to establish themselves, to build cohesion. And it's nice to see how they progress during the course of what is a long season.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Boy, I tell you what, that's going to be like a pinball machine, the way that scoreboard's going to light up.
Now, here is Hill. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
You know, Grant Hill is a total class act. A special player, too. A hard worker, shows up for his team every game, and really tries to make everybody on the floor better.
First one falls for him.
One thing you really love about this guy is how hard he works to be reliable. I mean, he wants his team to know they can always count on it.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. To the left wing. Here's the professor. From down in the low post. It goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here is Armstrong. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
About a minute played so far here in the first. McGrady, right side. Clock at 6. Up top, Armstrong. It's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Minnesota with the ball. Here's the Wizard. And he really played well against Denver. It's good.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Armstrong passes to McGrady. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Armstrong. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Orlando with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota. Pulls up on the wing. A shot by McGrady, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. And they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Armstrong. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Trying to get something going. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Minnesota leading by 8. Here's the kid. He's guarded by Hill. It's stolen by Hill. Into the lane. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game for Minnesota. They've gotten all 5 of their shots to go down in the first quarter. Terrific start. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Armstrong passes to Hill. McGrady outside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Brady clearly a shoot-first type of player, which forces defenses to get aggressive with him defensively.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
The size and skill McGrady brings to his position, really special. He's somebody you love to see.
Oh, what a dunk! Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Pass to Armstrong. To McGrady. 6 on the shot clock. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Pulls up. Another miss by Orlando.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of here.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Hill looking it over. Pass to Garrity. McGrady outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. There's the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Everyone get loud and put your hands together for your Minnesota answers.
The Magic making a switch number. Grant's checked in.
Horace Grant.
Armstrong passes to DeClercq. Here is Armstrong. To the wing right side. Grant outside. Pass to Hill. 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. And it's blocked. Timberwolves leading by 16. Latrey. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Shot from 12. The Magic again can't hit. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Releases. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. That's 7 points for Mr. Clutch.
Sees his teammate, delivers an accurate pass. Excellent teamwork.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the whistle. That is his first foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
And here's Armstrong. Still yet to score. Pass to McGrady. Just 5 to shoot. To end the cold streak. Minnesota with the rebound. Mr. Clutch has got his 4th rebound in this one. Timberwolves passing it around. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now Armstrong. To the paint. DeClercq the pass to Armstrong. For 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. There's Mr. Clutch. He's another guy now had a stellar performance in that win against Denver. There's the triple. Trains the three-pointer. Mr. Clutch has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
It's blocked, and they'll get another chance. Grant surveying the D. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the kid. Minnesota's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Lets the 3 fly. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And that one looked good the moment it left his hand.
Orlando's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. McGrady left side. He takes it in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul.
Playing on that front foot and forcing the official to make a call.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Yeah, it wasn't his best performance at all from the strike. He's got to put it behind him, and I know he'd like to immediate.
Take a break. Take a
First free throw is good. And McGrady drops them both. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
The kid gets the bucket.
Looking to stretch things out and using an accurate shot to do so.
We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. McGrady up top. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
You know, in many ways, KG is the ideal 4/5 man. Can space the floor with his shooting and do the work of the center inside.
McGrady passes to Kemp. Here's Garrity. He had 13 points in the win against Miami. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Vaughn. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
23. Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game right here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Horace Grant, he's checked in for Tracy McGrady. No good on the second free throw. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing. Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to Miller. To the left side wing. To end the run. And the Professor pulls it down. The Professor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Garnett. And it falls over the rim and in. Garnett's got 7 points in the game.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Minnesota on top, opening up a huge gap. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Minnesota's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. The NBA announcing they'll be focusing more on throwback jerseys this season. Mark, you have a favorite?
I really don't, Kevin. I was never what you would call a clothes or uniform horse. Whatever was on, whatever was available, that's what I wore. But I would say that the Denver rainbow-colored jerseys, if I did wear a throwback, that would probably be a pretty cool one. But, you know, I'm partial to the Pacers' ABA history because I'm part of that franchise's history. So Pacers first, and then maybe the Nuggets old-school jersey would be second.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
Magic ball.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Here's Vaughn. Nothing on the board. Screened by Grant. Here's Garrity, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And he anticipates the contact and gets in good position to get the call. That was just smart, tough basketball.
The Magic have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Here's the Professor. He had 34 points in the win against Denver.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Garrity. Here's Vaughn. 6 to shoot. And there's the foul. It'll go on the whistle. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Personal foul. 2nd team foul.
So the wing on the left. Here's Vaughn. Still scoreless. 5 to shoot. And it's blocked. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. And that's now 9 points for the Professor. Vaughn, the pass to Kemp. Kicks it out to Grant. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Garrity. Here's Vaughn. Another miss by Orlando. The Timberwolves have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's the Professor. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Orlando, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Knocked away. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
How about that for a flush? Garnett going up with confidence and packing a punch.
Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Vaughn, the pass to Kemp. Grant outside. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 12.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Garrity. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Another basket for him, and anytime he touches it, you just think it's going in.
Here's Vaughn, still without a basket. And the kid picks up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
On defense, Minnesota. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Vaughn. Another miss by Orlando.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Pass to Miller. And here's Cunningham. Trying to end the drought. Another miss by Orlando.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Oh, man. KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the inside, Humphrey. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's the Wizard. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Vaughn. No scoring in this one. Miller outside. Humphrey defended by Garnett. The rebound by Garnett. Minnesota's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. The Wizard, good.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Vaughn. Miller surveying the floor. It's Kemp on the wing. Will it go? Minnesota with the rebound. The Professor's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard.
Number 23.
That's his 4th foul of the council.
4th team foul. Into the lineup for the Magic. Andrew DeClerc. Grant Hill. Tracy McGrady. Darrell Armstrong.
McGrady outside. Just 5 on the clock. Kemp with a screen for McGrady. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul. 5th
Did enough down low to force the defender into a foul. Nice work inside.
The Magic have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. So he gets them both. Here's the Wizard. He's got 22. Here's Mr. Clutch. And again, it's Minnesota.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's McGrady. Pass to DeClerc. Here's Armstrong. Just 5 to shoot. And the Professor pulls it down. The Professor's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Going inside, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And McGrady drops them both. They're making this a run.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And now 24 points for Mr. Clutch.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
McGrady passes to DeClerc. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's the Wizard. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll be heading to the free throw line.
Shooting for Orlando.
No, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
The first one falls.
Armstrong possesses real good leadership qualities. He's a terrific floor general, and he doesn't take any plays off. This guy gives you everything he has.
Here's the kid. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Armstrong kicks to McGrady. 20 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Armstrong. 6 on the shot clock. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
He's hitting everything from deep. Just flat out torching this defense.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Timberwolves ahead, running away with it. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from the Wizard.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. McGrady with the ball. Pass to Armstrong. Fires the 3. AG, that's good. Garnett's got the first basket of the second half here for the Timberwolves.
And when Garnett has it going, he's unguardable. I love how confident and versatile he is on offense.
McGrady outside. Pass to Hill. Shot clock at 5. 9 feet out. Minnesota with the rebound. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Beyond the arc. And another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And here's Armstrong. Pass to McGrady. Professor pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. The kid, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Armstrong kicks to McGrady. Looking to end the run. Rebound, Minnesota. Mr. Clutch has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's the kid. And again, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. McGrady outside. Pass to Hill. Tipped away. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Lets it go with the 3. The Professor, good. The Professor's got 17.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Outside Hill. There's the screen. Takes it from 10. Off the left rim and out. The Timberwolves have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. The Professor's shot is off. For Orlando, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard.
Number 23.
That's his 6th foul. He'll watch the rest of the game from the bench.
Team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Garrity. McGrady outside. 5 on the clock. Trying to get something going. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got his 7th rebound here tonight. The Wizard passes to the Professor. For the 3. Good on the three-point shot. The Professor's got 6 points in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now Armstrong. Here's Garrity to the middle. Here's McGrady. Misses the layup. Here's the Wizard with the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Pounding it home is always a good feeling.
And so here's Orlando. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here is McGrady. Not a lot of room. Clock at 6. A rebound by the Timberwolves. The Professors. For Minnesota, they've got nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. And he gets the bucket.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Fast break. Minnesota pulls up for 3. He's still out. Now he's 9 of 10. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
Here's Hill, and it's blocked. Here's the kid. And another three for Minnesota.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
McGrady right side. Here's to Clark. Oh, that's blocked. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession for the Magic. Miller comes in for McGrady, and it's Vaughn in for Armstrong.
Jacques Vaughn.
Four on the shot clock. Miller, the pass to Hill. They need this. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's the Wizard. He's got 26. Here's the Professor. And another assist for him.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Here's Vaughn. Vaughn, the pass to Hill. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Free throw drops for Hill. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's the kid. He's got 20. And again for three.
He's scorching high. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Outside, Kemp. The screen from Kemp. Poked loose. Here's the Professor. He's got 25. Kept alive. Garnett the pass to the Professor. Fires the three. Drills it from outside. The Professor's got 14 points here in the second half.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Hill passes to Grant. Outside Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Here's Vaughn. The Magic again can't hit. Garnett up top. He's covered by Grant. From the arc. And another three for Minnesota.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Here's Vaughn. Still yet to score. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Cunningham, he's checked in for Orlando.
Rolando Cunningham.
Orlando's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Vaughn. And that time, also a missed shot.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
52 seconds left in the third. Here's Vaughn. He's all alone for the finish, and he jams it with authority.
One-man show. Snatches it away and finish.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Kemp, and here is Grant. 5 to shoot. Miller kicks to Grant. Three-pointer. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Here's Garnett. Another possession, another assist.
And this man keeps dropping time for the fourth most ever in an NBA game.
The vision and the passing from him, just unreal, guys. And so it's Minnesota enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Here's the Wizard. Here's Mr. Clutch. And another assist.
Well, he's now tied for third all-time in the record books for most assists in a game.
G.A., he's been playing all game long like he knows exactly when and where to pass the ball. It's incredible. Miller outside, and the kid picks up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Orlando moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard.
Number 23, seventh personal foul. Second team foul.
Grant kicks to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Vaughn. Miller outside. Cunningham for 3. And the Professor pulls it down. The Professor's got his 16th rebound on the night. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Knocked loose. Pass to Mr. Clutch. A 3-ball. And another assist for him.
Another score and another assist to you-know-who. He continues to engineer good look.
And that last pass tied him for second, Greg, all-time for most assists in a game. Grant kicks to Miller. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, Miller's a good teammate who's always ready to stroke it. And you've got to respect his attitude and the fact that he's always ready to produce.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Miller.
Oh, the free throw line's a great way to see how confident a player's feeling.
Both free throws good for Miller. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Here's the Wizard from downtown. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Vaughn, the pass to Miller. 5 on the clock. Pass to Vaughn. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's the Wizard. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Pass to Kemp. Minnesota with the rebound. The Professor's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Put that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 29 points for the kid.
Oh, I like the quick thinking. Pulls up there and fires.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Miller. Here's the teardrop. Minnesota with the rebound. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Launches it. Connects again from distance.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Orlando making some changes. Hunter's checked in for Grant. Tracy McGrady subbed in for Cunningham.
Stephen Hunter. Tracy McGrady.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Miller outside. Six to shoot. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
At the line for the Magic, Mike Miller. At the line for one.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Andre DeClerc. Grant Hill. Darrell Armstrong.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Clock at 6. They get a hand on it. Here's the Wizard. Lets it go from deep. And another three for Minnesota.
On target from the corner. Not everybody has a great feel for that shot.
Armstrong with it. Miller outside. Here's the break. Garnett outside. And again, another assist.
And what's amazing, he's nearing the franchise record for most assists in a single game.
This team feeds off his unselfishness and his commitment to keeping everyone else involved. McGrady outside. Outside Hill. Just 5 on the clock. Miller kicks to Hill. Puts up a three. And the professor pulls it down.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to the Wizard. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Shoots the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Garnett against Hill. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
It's on Kevin Garnett.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
2 shots.
And that one misses. The Magic making a switch here. He hits the second from the line. And Minnesota has possession. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's the professor. And another three for Minnesota.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
McGrady up top. Shot clock at 6. A shot. The Magic again can't hit. So it's the Timberwolves now. Here's the Wizard. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. The Wizards got 8 points here in this quarter. Here's Armstrong. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's the Wizard. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Pass to McGrady. Here is Armstrong. Will stop the run. And the professor pulls it down. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's the Wizard. And another 3 for Minnesota.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to Hill. McGrady outside. Gets in front of the rim and out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Another possession, another assist.
And he has passed his way into the history books. That assist putting him even for the top spot all time.
Well, easily one of the best passing performances of all time, and his next assist will set him apart from everyone. Pass to McGrady. Looking to end its cold spell. Out of hand on it.
Stiff arming that shooter. Excellent effort.
Just 2 to shoot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Here's Mr. Clutch. A 3-pointer off the mark. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Outside Hill. Now here is McGrady. Can they get it? And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
7th personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Magic, Tracy McGrady.
He's off on the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crush.
Connects again.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Pass to McGrady. Just 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Hill. Once again off the mark, Orlando. From deep. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch.
Number 1, 8th personal foul. Shooting for the Magic, Andrew DeClerc. At the line for 2.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's the professor. And another assist.
He set a new single-game high for assists, transcending his own previous record. Take notes at home because class is in session.
And his ability to manipulate the defense to create opportunities for his teammates is unlike anything we've seen before. You have to go back to the greats, and he is certainly one of them. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Pass to Garrity. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And they're on the break. Here's the Wizard. And yep, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the end.
Yep, he is putting on a show. McGrady outside. From outside the arc. Misses. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.